Hey, what's up everybody? It's Josh here, back with another Kansas City Chiefs related video. And again, if you are new, keep in mind that there won't be much visuals. Just think of this as a short little podcast. Just enjoy me talking about the Chiefs. But today we see a little bit more news that the New York Jets are looking to trade defensive lineman Quinnen Williams. And of course, a question that comes with that is, should the Chiefs take a look? Well, let's get into it a little bit. So, Quinnen Williams was drafted 2 years ago by the New York Jets in the first round. He was third overall, so a very, very highly regarded defensive lineman coming out of the University of Alabama. So, we all know Brett Veach loves these reclamation projects of former first rounders or just early rounders in general. You know, we saw it with Emmanuel Ogbah. We saw it with Reggie Ragland when he brought him in. That was one of his earlier moves. But Brett Veach, Taco Charlton, another example. He loves bringing in these players that haven't really reached their full potential and likes to make them pretty decent players with the Chiefs, and then they end up going elsewhere and they get compensatory picks for them. So it's really no risk, and you bring them in and see if they can do well, which a lot of them have. So there was really no reason to continue trying, right? Well, a concern this time around would be the fact that Quinnen Williams is only a couple years into his career, and it's reported that the Jets would probably like to get a first rounder for him. Now, you rarely get a pick of equal value when you're trading a player like this, but it has been reported by a few outlets that the Jets would not turn down a second round pick. So if you're the Chiefs, if you're Brett Veach, just put yourself in his shoes. Would you give up a second round pick for Quinnen Williams? Well, let's look at some of his stats. So in just 2 seasons with the Jets, Quinnen Williams has registered 5.5 sacks, 56 total tackles, 9 tackles for a loss, and that's about it. So those are decent stats, I would say. 5.5 sacks is a pretty decent number for a second-year player that is an interior D lineman. Interior D linemen don't generally get as much sacks as someone who plays edge or outside linebacker. Let's remember, though, that Quinnen Williams is with the Jets, the dumpster fire that is the Jets with Adam Gase. No one really has any incentive to play hard there, and it's just the players are not motivated at all, and we've seen a lot of players already leave the Jets. For example, Le'Veon Bell came to the Chiefs just recently, as you all know, played with the Jets, didn't have a single carry that went for 16 yards while he was with the Jets, I believe, and then came to Kansas City and immediately had 2 16-yard carries and a 6.5 yards per carry average on limited snaps. So we don't know how Quinnen Williams would play here, but what we do know is that we have seen that when players get out of a really, really just trashy situation like the New York Jets, that they tend to do better. Moving on, though, so Quinnen Williams is 303 pounds as well as 6 foot 3 inches tall, and at the NFL Combine, he ran a 4.83 40-yard dash, as well as having a 30.5-inch vertical leap, but he did not do the bench press or any other drills, so that's all we know from the Combine. But what I can tell you about Quinnen Williams, just based off what I've seen, he is a very athletic, very explosive defensive tackle. However, during his pro career so far, he has been described as inconsistent. Despite that, through the first 6 games of the 2020 season, Williams has recorded 24 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. And a trait that he appears to have that Chiefs fans love to hear is he is a very, very stout run defender. Adding on to that, he earned a 73 overall run defense grade from PFF and was ranked as the 33rd defensive tackle in run defense among all qualified players at the position. However, Quinnen Williams does come with a tad bit of baggage. He was arrested last year for supposedly possessing a gun at an airport. Now, I'm not going to get into the specifics of the case, but that's about all the dings that he has. He hasn't gotten into anything huge, but that is just something that he's gotten into. So does that mean he's into more illegal activity? I don't think so. I think it was just the dude had a gun with him and he probably just happened to get in trouble, and nothing else has come up since. So I wouldn't pay too much attention to it, but it's something that you have to note when you're looking into players like this. So, personally, would I trade for Quinnen Williams? I don't know, because I feel like the Chiefs had a lot of depth at the interior position. In particular, you have Colin Saunders, who just got back from IR. You have Derek Nottie, Mike Pennell, Chris Jones, Tershawn Wharton. And I feel you're just going to be kind of screwing up what you already have by bringing in someone else. However, the Chiefs' defensive ends have been thin all year, with Clark going out and Taco going out and Alex Okafor going out every here and there, which forces Chris Jones to move to the edge, which leaves a little bit to be desired in the middle. So Quinnen Williams would help a lot there. And man, could you imagine Quinnen Williams next to Chris Jones on plays like that? I mean, that would be something. And then you could just have Chris Jones go for the quarterback while Quinnen Williams sits at the line of scrimmage and just takes on whoever's coming up the middle. But yeah, I mean, it just really, for me, I feel like it just kind of comes down to the price and how Veach feels about the depth there. If you could haggle it down to a second or third rounder, I would probably go for that. I mean, you're bringing in someone that still has a ton of talent and upside, and he's still cost control. It's not going to cost anything. He's only on his rookie contract, and he would have another 2 years here when you trade for him. So, honestly, I would go for it. I would probably go for it if you taking in everything into account that I've talked about. I would probably go for it. I don't know if the Chiefs will do it, but I think it's definitely something to watch because this definitely has Brett Veach's name all over it. So make sure to leave in the comments what you guys think of the possibility. And thanks for watching today. And make sure to check out www.showmefootball.com for more content. Thanks, guys.